Hello and welcome back to today's episode of Ways of Old, Lost Days. I am your game master for tonight and for the entirety of the Ways of Old storylines, Gilbert Ramos. Found everyone online at Ramos the Nomad. I am the CEO and founder of Rolling Nomads, and I'm just so happy to be here. Welcome to our finale. Let's go ahead and get into the people that you're actually here to meet, our players. Let's start to my left, Edge.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Edge Survival, or aka Edge the Nomad. I do stuff on this, channel, the Rolling Nomads. Tonight, I am playing Nyoka.
Hello again, everybody. Pleasure to see you. I am Warren, and tonight I will be playing Kura.
Hello, everyone. I am the RyssaRave all over the internet. You can find me literally everywhere. But tonight I will be playing Visha Kamari.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And hopefully not the sole survivor of your bloodline. We'll see how that goes, though. But with ominous portents out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode of Ways of Old, Lost Days. And we begin each episode, as we always do, with a recap. Now, there has been an election of sorts using the age-old system of nose-goes. So, for this recap, we have Kura. If you would kindly.
So, last time, we got news of a higher vampire that was doing some havoc. We scryed on him and saw that he was feeding on people. Much to Kura's dismay, Nyoka kind of forced our hand into waiting. And when we went through a portal created by Westworld, Wayland, all of them were already dead because we took 15 minutes. So that was fun. And he proceeded to pretty much royally just F us. Bomb was thrown, did nothing, it was missed, and then he proceeded to walk through all of us and downed Kura immediately. She was propped up by our new dwarf ally, and somehow or another we managed to succeed. That was where we left you.
Indeed, in a last-ditch effort, a flurry of flame and fire, a fire stream was cast by Kura, and this ended the monster, if I'm not mistaken. So, we pick up right where we left off. Your new companion is still with you. Unfortunately, we do not have steering to this today, so I will be very careful with what I do as I pilot her character. Pick up where we left off. Nyoka, Visha, Kura is gravely injured, still bleeding from the head, and your new companion Segra is looking over them as the vampire falls and begins to dissipate, almost melting from the main body. The arm that Nyoka you have seized is still intact. I ask you both now, as Kura fades in and out of consciousness, what do you two do?
Visha sees the arm lying there, sees her sister, and there's like a little bit of panic written on her face, but she looks to Nyoka and says, well, don't just fucking leave it there, pick it up, and will run over to Kura and kind of pull the helmet off of her head and start to like inspect the wound to see how bad it is.
Over Kura?
Yeah, over Kura, yeah.
Give me a medicine roll.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be, I believe, first aid.
First aid, okay.
Take a +1, as Segra is also going to be helping you out with this.
Okay. 26.
It's very bad. Kura is not in immediate life-threatening danger. It's been stabilized to the best of Segra's ability, but remaining here, allowing this to fester or to continue to bleed, you need supplies to properly seal this up, to properly get this squared away. Right now, Kura doesn't have that. Leaving Kura like this, she will die. It's not within the next few minutes, but you don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, her with her heart hammering in her chest, she's like whispering words of "Don't you dare leave me," things like that to her sister, and is uh likely like ripping part of her dress into like a strip and wrapping it around the wound just to help some of the bleeding, and starts to stick her hands underneath Kura's armpits to try to like lift her up, and is like looks over at our ally here and says, "Help me bring her," to try to fucking leave so that we could deal with this issue. She almost not forgets Nyoka, but she's very much like, fucking take the arm or don't, we gotta go. So she's not having a real back and forth with him in this moment. She's too concerned for her sister.
Indeed. And Segra does help you, for the first time, relatively silent in her efforts. And for your guys' knowledge, strangely enough, the portal is still open. Visha, it's a heavy bit of magic, and it would take a lot of strain on any mage. Really, archmages and skilled practitioners would be able to do this. Wezrold is not that. He's still relatively fresh. He's a self-styled, self-taught mage, and this is very strange, to say the very least. And Yoko, what are you up to?
Well, initially, I would take a moment to pause and try to, I don't know, gauge the situation. Listen to see if there's any footsteps coming or anything like that that we might have to prepare for.
Give me an intelligence awareness roll, please.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I got a 1 first roll. Second roll was a 10. So this is the dice that was giving me all those 10s
Rough.
night.
Yeah, last night.
He rolled me a 1 and then a 10. So what's that, like a negative 11?
No, a -10 to your base.
Whatever roll.
So whatever your intelligence and doesn't double. So whatever your intelligence and your awareness is, subtract 10 from that.
There you go. 5, 8. What's 5 plus 6? 11.
11.
Plus 8 is 19 minus the 10, so 9.
9. Don't hear anything. You don't hear anything else coming. You don't hear any. It's relatively silent down here. There's no one coming for you. You're the only ones breathing here. There's a pile of corpses that likely contained a lot of life and a lot of sound just moments ago, but other than that, what you can hear is Visha and Segra sort of helping and trying to sort of medically drag Kura back through the portal. But nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow along right behind them, standing guard. I'll also tell you that check her bags for any swallow potions, and that I have some clotting powder and maybe a potion that can help temporarily. I will suit.
Visha, do you check Kura's bags?
Yes. Because Nyoka gave her potion before. No, he didn't. I lied. Yeah, she'll check. I think it would just be one of those things when she's like wrapping her head that like she would check just in case. But if she doesn't find anything, then
You are in a unique situation, Visha, where you were brought up and raised around witchers. Most people wouldn't really know what to look for. You're able to, so I don't require a roll, and this is not a lost cause, thankfully. But you look through Kura's bag, and Kura, is there a swallow potion? there anything that might help you in this situation? No, Visha. No swallow. No clotting powder. Nothing.
If there wasn't, and if you expressed it, I would have gave you the clotting powder that I have, and also, what is it called? The full moon potion. I would have gave you those two items.
On my first aid check that I did, how long do I think Kura has before it's like a lost cause? How much time?
You have a little bit of time. It's not, like I said, not immediate. She's not going to die in the next few minutes.
Okay.
But aid needs to be distributed now. And you're moving her, which is going to make things a little more difficult because it's a wound. It's an open wound.
Yeah.
But there's no other opportunity. There's no other option. You have to move her back to at least a more. You guys are in a cave in a basement. This is not sterile. This is not a. This is not a.
This is a bad place to be. Yeah.
So you have a little bit of time.
Did Nyoka pick up the fucking arm?
Yeah, I would have picked it up on the way out.
Okay. She sort of just yells for you to come on. We'll deal with it when we get back. Because she keeps glancing at the portal, and there's a little bit of like anxiety on her face, and part of that is knowing that Westworld is not an archmage, and she's like, it's still there, cool, I don't know how long this is gonna last. So she's rushing her sister out this portal, and then when we get to where we're going, then we can stop and start putting shit where it belongs.
Yeah, I'll follow.
So through the portal. The three of you and your new companion Segra return. You step through. Again, there's that immediate change of temperature, that change of ambiance, that almost pressure, that shift. You see, as you're going through the portal, Valeria holding a dagger to Wezrold's neck, and flames beginning to burn away Wezrold's fingers and arms. His clothes begin to catch fire as he holds the portal for you all. The moment you're through, he drops it and begins to scream in pain as the fire sort of starts to smother under his arms as he drops and clutches his wounds. Valeria drops the dagger and rushes over to the two of you.
I think that, like, Visha could not be bothered with the rest of the stuff. Her twin is almost dead. So she, I think, yells to Valeria, clear the table, and will, like, essentially dump her sister onto the table so that they can get to healing her. I think that her eyes are watery with tears not shed. And she is scared. Her hands are a little bit trembling. Valeria is more the healer than she is. So she will look to Valeria and say, please help me.
You guys clear the table, and it doesn't take long for Valeria to get to work. Wezrold being ignored in this moment as he kind of clutches and just grips his own wounds.
I wouldn't ignore Waylon. I would go over there and see what's going on. You know?
Excellent. We'll get to that very shortly. As Kura is placed on the table, there's a trail of blood coming from seemingly nowhere now that the portal is closed. Kura, you're brought onto the table. You're vaguely aware of what's going on. You can hear your sister's voice telling you to stay and to dare not to leave her. As you are brought onto the table, you can see the lights. You can hear a sort of muffled bit of cry. And you hear Valeria say, it's going to be alright. We're going to get... It's right. Just I need you to listen. Just open your eyes. Keep your eyes open. And Visha, you see her place a hand over the wound on Kura.
I think that while she does that, Visha is holding her sister's hand. And she just keeps whispering in her ear, "Do not go far from me," over and over again, and trying to get her sister to open her eyes.
You see energy pull from Valaria's hand. And it's something that you have not taken. This is a spell that you recognize but don't have. And as the wound begins to reduce in swelling, whenever you suffer a very large opening of your flesh, it sort of swells. It's an immediate trauma. The blood vessels expand and everything sort of bursts open. But the swelling reduces and it begins to knit itself back together, and it becomes warm, Kura. The blood loss is going to remain. You're going to be dizzy. You're going to be a bit out of it. This doesn't restore any lost fluids, but it does knit itself and close. You can feel the warmth, and it's so easy almost, with that warmth and everything, to almost try to drift off, to let yourself sleep. You can hear Valaria telling you, keep your eyes open. Just your eyes are open, please. And you can hear your sister telling you, do not go far from me. 3 points of healing. And for your benefit, and through perhaps luck or fate, this would last 1d10 rounds. 10 rounds. Based on the roll. So you're going to receive, over the course of 10 rounds, 30 points of healing. So go ahead and restore yourself. Just know that that's going to take just a little bit of time. Rounds are pretty quick in Witcher. But as this happens, Nyoko, what are you up to?
I would have approached the welling. What's his name? Wezrel? Wezzy?
Wezrel.
Yeah, I would approach him and inquire. What was that about?
He is sort of clutching. The fire is out, thankfully, now, but he has burn marks on his fingers and his palms, probably bleeding up to his wrists and his forearms. As he says, fucking told you I wasn't strong enough. I told you. It's not just a denial. It's not a matter of self-confidence. I'm not fucking strong enough.
Strong enough for what?
I couldn't hold the portal and she wouldn't let me close it.
Well, it looks like you was strong enough. So...
kind of holds his hands out. You can see the wounds are prominent. They're gonna last.
They'll heal. Don't mages have the whole thing for the looks and or something?
Classically trained mages do. I'm not classically trained.
Well, we could brew a swallow potion. Well, I can. I don't know the recipe, but yeah,
What
we
happened?
could be something.
Attend to them myself. What happened?
Oh, I'll show him the arm.
Small victories, I suppose.
Yeah. Cure or burn the rest.
What do you mean the rest?
The rest of the body was really just goo and mush, ashes. So
I don't understand.
That's all that's really left of the vampire.
You killed him.
No. Only higher vampires can kill higher vampires. It's only a matter of time before he regenerates, but it could be months, years.
But you defeated him.
Yes.
He looks you over. quiet, and then he looks over to Kura and Visha, Segra. He says nothing. You can see in his eyes he's in disbelief.
Well, not sure what that's about, but how familiar are you with mutagens at all?
I have theoretical knowledge at best.
So you don't know nothing. Okay.
Never encountered them. They're not a specialty of mine.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check on Kura. You should probably put some aloe vera or something on your hand.
Segra comes over and begins to tend to Wesrold as well. And
Thank you for the portal too.
I wouldn't have left you. I just needed to close it and take a moment and then reopen it. I wasn't going to leave you.
Never thought you was.
Yoko, is that an honest statement?
Yeah. Because he honestly thought it was just a one-way portal. He just thought he was going to find his way back somehow.
Fair enough. Over the course of this conversation, and Segra tending to Wesrold's wounds, Kura, you restore yourself 30 hit points. You are conscious. Like I said, you're a bit out of it. Blood loss is still prominent. Your body is healed. The fluids, the mindset, the trauma of what happened, I leave that for you to determine how you feel. But you are aware of your surroundings now and able to speak freely.
As I was getting stronger, she would have squeezed her sister's hand a little bit more, just showing her that she's still there. Did we do the thing? Is it done?
As soon as her hand is squeezed, a cracked sob comes from Visha, and she just puts her forehead to her sister's forehead, and she says, "We did it. We did it. It's all right. It's all done. You did really well. It was incredible, all that fire. Well, good thing none of us are squeamish."
I'll come around and pat Visha on the back with the vampire's arm. You did good.
I, in this moment, am going to look at Valeria. How does she look? Is she okay?
She's recovering. She's teary-eyed and sort of, Valeria's always been very empathetic and able to read people and know situations. She hasn't interrupted you and Kura because it's not her place, it's not her sister. But you can tell that she is fighting back tears because she thought she might lose you or Kura. And she likely is give me a perception roll. Let's see if we can get any more than that.
22.
She's not necessarily in shock, but she's recovering from a quick sequence of events. Something she didn't know she had in her, I suppose. She had to do something she doesn't do. Even as your student, she was not really prone to violence. She knows certain spells that can cause harm, but when you walked in, she had a dagger to a man's throat. That's very out of character. That is not her. And I think she knows that best of all, and she's dealing with, she didn't know she had that in her.
There is a brief moment for Visha where she's almost a little bit sad because because Valeria would have to experience something that would bring that out of her. But more than anything, she is grateful, and she runs, sort of gently placing Kura's hand down. She runs over to Valeria, grabs her hands and kisses them, and says thank you, and pulls her into a tight embrace.
She
Starts rubbing her back and just says, "It's okay. I understand. It's all right."
She begins to weep pretty quietly. And there's a little bit of words that you can hear drift to your ear, and she says, "He was going to close the portal. He was going to leave you. He was going to... I didn't know if he was going to leave you."
Understand you did what you had to do. But know this, and she will pull her back and like hold her face and look her in the eyes and say, even if he would have closed the portal, he would have found our way back.
She sort of... It's that sound that you make when you're mid-cry and sort of are forced to let out a chuckle. She just says, "Don't lie to me. I'm a big girl. Don't lie to me."
She smiles, because what else can she do? And she just kisses her forehead. And she says, "Well, we killed it. Sort of. We've got its arm still. There's a pile of mush back there. But anyway, come. You should see Kura. She's awake." She'll bring her over to Kura.
Steps up. Kura, you can choose to be lying down. You can sit up, but standing is a little bit more of an effort.
Yeah.
The moment Kura was left alone and heard that they were done, she would have passed the fuck out from the adrenaline, because that would have been all that would have been keeping her even remotely conscious in that moment.
Laura goes
Fair
over
enough.
to Kura, and she kind of looks her over and checks the head wound. There's a slight scar. All magical healing does is accelerate the healing process. It is an incredible amount of time, I guess, that you could say has passed between then and now. There's a slight scar. It's faded a bit due to magic. It's not as prominent as it should be, but it's there. It's a mark. It's a reminder. And she looks Kura over and says, "What happened?"
Right, well, we got there, and we were behind him. See him just around the corner. You could try to throw a bomb of some sort at him. He moves so fast, and he took a bit of everyone. He really swung at Kura and got her in the head.
She looks you over for the first time properly, Visha. How injured are you?
I will tell you in one moment. So I only got 5 HP taken away from me during that fight. But I remember that I got hit somewhere on the chest. So there's probably a tear in her clothing, and some of the blood. There's probably a little bit of a wound there, but she's okay.
Places her palm over your chest, the open wound. You won't need this, not fully, but you'll heal 3 hit points over the course of 9 rounds.
My girl.
So, 27 hit points restored, but unnecessary.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right.
This is a 5 stamina spell.
Jesus. I put my hand over her hand and just whisper, "Thank you. I'm all right. Okay."
What about him? And she looks over at Nyoka. Wherever you are in this moment, by all means, narrate.
I probably just would have been by her side since he walked over. Just been chilling.
Alright, kind of gestures over to Nyoka.
Mm.
How did the arm hold up?
He did fine. He's a very good fighter.
Told you should wait for him.
Yes.
She kind of elbows you as she goes over to Nyoka. Nyoka, are you injured?
Just a little bit, nothing too big.
"21 points of healing over the course of 7 rounds.
Jesus Christ, Valeria.
She's getting good rolls on these rounds.
She's doing really good. Visha sort of walks around her sister's body towards where Nyoka is. He sees, like, generally speaking, he's okay. He's not, like, severely injured. But I think that's for the first time where she really takes in the arm that we took from the creature here. And she starts to get an idea. And she looks at Valeria and says, "Your prosthetic is a work of art, but I am wondering, do you think it is possible to graft this arm onto his... him?"
In theory, I think, maybe, but there's no telling how it would react. It's a foreign obstacle. His immune system would be fighting against it. And whatever that thing is, if it's still got any life in it, it would do the same. It's a piece of dead flesh, it should be. But it still looks lively. It doesn't look like it's lost blood, really.
Yes. Vampires are strange creatures. And he's not mortal, he's a witcher. I wonder. And I think, I don't know if there's like a role she could do, but I think where her mind is at is back to lessons that perhaps Cadfan had been trying to teach her about Frankensteining things together, you know, the undead and creatures that can be raised and sent off to do things, and those darker aspects of magic. And I think she really makes up her mind in that moment, like, no matter what we do, we have to go to Cadfan's tower.
I give you... Go on.
Do I overhear any of this or no?
Oh, I'm standing right next to you.
Oh, you are. Oh.
Yeah. You're being healed by Valeria, and I'm standing next to you talking about attaching this vampire's arm to your
You want
stump.
to graft the arm? I don't need a new arm, but I need the mutagen. Whatever makes a vampire a vampire. That's what I need.
Right? And it's in that. It's in that arm. Right? The very essence of a creature. You find it from the creature. We didn't
Yoko,
take
give
any
me
of the
a
goop.
Witcher training roll.
Is it just a D10 in intelligence plus Witcher training, or
Yes, please.
8 plus 8, 16 plus 6 is 22.
Me too. In theory, Visha's right. Whatever pile of goo was left, destroyed and burnt and everything, this is the most intact piece of that creature. Theoretically, and most likely, it will regenerate from this bit, and that means the mutagen has to be here. The rest of the body was all but destroyed. in order for something to grow, it has to have a base. And this is as good a base as any. This is the only base it has. So it would take you time to figure out if the mutagen is there. You could isolate it, you could identify it. But as far as grafting the arm to your own body, this could work if the mutagen is there.
Are you able to isolate the mutagen here?
I think I can identify if it is in there. What actually getting it to attach to you for what you need? The answers likely lie in Cadfan's tower. This is his area of expertise. As this is not a mortal bit of arm here. It's undead.
Okay. Cadfan's tower is next then.
As soon as Kara is healed up and ready to go, and we'll head there. Right, I should get some snow. And she's going to, because she doesn't really know how this will affect vampire flesh. She just knows you can't just leave dead body parts hanging out in the house. You should probably put it on ice. So she will start heading towards the outdoors, but then briefly stop and look at Wezzy over here. And she looks... How's his arms now? I know that our friend here was like patching him up.
Segra has essentially torn away and peeled the clothing up to the elbow. You can see the burn marks go up about halfway up the forearm. And Segra has applied aloe vera. And it is, it's helping. He doesn't look as pained. And he's kind of just thanking her. But now that the task is done, Segra's kind of off on their own and kind of watching you all, writing things down in a notebook.
Yeah.
Are you telling me Valeria healed everybody but Wezzy?
Valeria doesn't look to be looking at Westworld. She's actively avoiding his eyes.
Visha will look at him. I think that, like, most times she's very jovial and charming and has that sort of, bit to her that draws people to her. But in this moment, maybe it is the firelight and just the angle in which he is looking at her, but she does not look beautiful or sweet or kind or charming. And there is a look in her eyes of like, you were going to leave us. It's accusatory. Before she simply casts her eyes away and she's going to go outside. Because I know it's colder here, she is going to go try to grab some snow in a little pail.
You do this. And we fade from this day. And time becomes strange. As you all take the next few days to recover, to prepare. I need to know a few things. One, do you intend to determine if the mutagen is there, Nyoka?
Yeah. It has to be, right?
So give me a Witcher training roll. Your DC will be 16.
4 plus 6 is 10 plus 8, 18.
You find it. A strange place for this to be. You would expect it to be the heart or the brain or a fang. But no, like I said, this is the largest part of the remains. And it's in the wrist. Right at that cusp between the palm and the rest of the forearm. You need to make a few cuts in order to expose it and to see it. But it's strange. You identify this on ice as Visha puts it in the snow and such, into a cold box. Making these cuts, identifying the mutagen. Small, precise things. But even that doesn't last. It's already in the process of healing, recovering. The cuts you make don't last. This will be another higher vampire. This will return with him. This arm is his basis for life. My next question. Is, do you intend to isolate the mutagen entirely? Or do you want to keep the arm?
I would go with whatever the best, most, I guess, secure way of making it work.
With Visha's help, or if you would like to help Visha, I need someone to make me an alchemy roll.
I will do so.
So, Yarka, do you intend to help?
Yeah.
Got a +1 to your roll, Visha.
Okay.
And
Uh,
if can just to put it out there, I don't know if you have anything in it or not, but would ritual cat crafting be used as well?
It would not.
if you
No. Oh.
I don't think so, only because I don't think that is her magic. Like, her magic is alchemy. That is her shit. So, I got a 16 to figure this stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Leaving it in the arm is probably for the best. I isolated mutagen. A mutagen from a higher vampire is unheard of. Because they are creatures that are eternal. Because they are creatures that have never had the opportunity to isolate a mutagen and gather and be consumed. This is a first, at least as far as you all know.
Mm-hmm.
So, keeping it in the arm, it's a dangerous thing. You have no idea when he'll fully regenerate. That's the best case scenario, is keeping it so it is constantly healing, constantly stitching itself back together. And then in the moment that you need it, take care of it.
I have a question for you, very quickly, and
I'm sure I
I'm
have
more
an
than
answer.
happy to roll about it if I need to. But from the things I've learned from Cadfan about these sorts of things, would Visha know just how dangerous this could be for Nyoka? Like, what it could change in him, what it could cause in him?
Absolutely. What you know, I'll give you a few things and then I'm going to need you to make a roll. What you know is that this, in comparison to what Cadfan does, is unprecedented. Drafting an arm, much like Valeria said, it can be done. Especially if Nyoka had lost his arm and you had been there and she had been there, it could have been done. His arm could have been saved. It's his arm. But this is a foreign object. The antibodies, at least in terms of as far as you know, using our modern tongue, the antibodies and his whole micro ecosystem would be fighting against a foreign object. Now I would like you to make me I'll have you either an alchemy. I could see magical training. I could see that's really the best I could give you. Alchemy, magical training,
Okay.
or first aid if you wanted to get real.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to go for here. Which do I go for the magical training? No. We're gonna go alchemy. That's her shit. this is important, so I'm going to use my luck point, which gives me a +1, yes? Like per
Yes.
luck spent, right?
Correct.
Okay. $22.
A very unique difference, a rather poignant difference, is the fact that Cadfan does this on dead flesh. An amalgamation of creatures and corpses, things that can't heal, things that can't, they don't have the immune system anymore, they don't fight against one another. This is on the living thing. This is, like I said, this is immune system's going to be fighting against this. And what's more, what you understand about higher vampires and seeing this in action and what Nyoka cuts away the mutagen and it begins to heal already. This is 2 living creatures, 2 creatures that are actively healing. And a high vampire is something else entirely. It is powerful. It is dangerous. It is going to regenerate. Only a higher vampire can kill a higher vampire. This is a fundamental core fact of this world. Grafting this onto Nyoka, he will be constantly fighting against this creature, trying to heal, trying to regenerate, trying to be returned to full. It will, at best, try to take over Nyoka's body. It will, at worst, turn Nyoka into Vithman. And this is all hoping that Nyoka is strong enough to constantly fight. To constantly and eternally stay in this fight.
Yeah, during this time, she is set up at a little station. She has combs around her, vials and tinctures and all different kinds of things going as she delves deeper into what this could be, using little experiments on the arm itself, and then looking into her own sort of grimoires and tomes that she has from the things that she learned from Cadfan and all that. And I assume Nyoka's with her for most of that to help her, and she begins to reveal those things to you, the dangers of what this means for you. She says you'll have an arm, and it will work, but you will always be fighting. And the minute, the very second you give it ground, either you will become him, or worse.
What's worse?
You'll still be you and committing horrors because of it.
Oh, that's what Cure is here for. You're positive it'll work, though.
Yes, it will work. It will be a fight. Every single day will be a battle of wills, not just with the very essence of what this creature is, but biologically. It's undead. It's not dead. It is living, but it is eternal and regenerating constantly. You are also very much living. It's something separate from it. It is virus, it is mutagen, it is parasite. So it will work. You will always be fighting.
Yes. We'll find out what happens. And if I go too far, then I guess it's left up to y'all. Regardless, though, Rainwick has to die.
Yes. Yes, he does. Yes, I will help you to attach it. If things go wrong, I will kill you. Don't make her do it.
She's a witcher.
There's real sadness that comes on her face. She does not want this for Nyoka. She doesn't want it to be a matter of having to kill him, whether it is her or her sister. You see her kind of clench her jaw. Yeah, I think she raises her hand and cups his cheek for a moment, and leans forward, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek and just says, "It will be done." Yeah.
Over these next few days, you heal. The blood. Human body is a amazing thing, and a witcher's body is something else entirely. You are replenished. You are brought many citrus fruits by Valaria to help with your blood pressure. And even when you are already feeling better, oranges are shoved down your throat. Because damned if you're a witcher, you lost too much blood. And Valaria is going to be sure that you recover properly.
Can I periodically come around and just make life tougher for you?
I don't think I really have a say in that.
I'm passed out in a bed healing.
So whenever the opportunity arises, Nyoka does come around and make your life a little more difficult, sort of coming by your door as you're, practicing walking once more, making sure that you have the strength to turn and to do the combat moves you're able to. Nyoka will come by your room and sort of say, "Think fast," and then just chuck the vampire arm at you before coming in and explaining the plan going forward. So the three of you, as you all recover and as you all have a moment to examine this, Visha, you've said it. Cadfan's next. So I allow you as a moment to discuss what that means and how soon that might be. So Visha, you know that you're on a ticking clock, and he could watch you at any moment, and he could prepare at any moment.
I think she is hyper aware the whole time, that he could be watching her, that he could be watching her sister. Hell, he could be watching Nyoka, and she is fearful of that. She's always sort of magically paying attention, in effort to watch if he is watching. But I think what she does is her twin and her, when they were children, as many twins do, have a kind of language they would speak with each other that was coded. And I think she tells her sister in that coded language, like, this is going to be an extremely tough fight, but it needs to be done. And then I will ask you, ST, what is it that I know of Cadfan as far as, I don't want to say like the easiest way to fucking kill a mage, but more so like, what is it I know of Cadfan's vulnerabilities to at least be able to offer to the Witchers? Because she will also, in that coded language, speak to her sister about the collaring and how, like, what it will do to her. And at any point in time, he could just shut her magic off, and then she can't do shit for them. So, yeah, she's trying to prepare her sister at the very least as much as she can.
You know, Cadfan is a necromancer, an experimenter of dark arts. Outside of the tower, leading up into it, he's a very solitary individual for the most part. Outside of the tower and leading up into it is a slew of corpses and sort of flesh amalgams that guard it in secret. On occasion, Cadfan will venture out when he sees combat or sees or gets like a node or whatever pings in his head that someone's trying to reach him, and he'll go out and address them himself, and he'll sort of politely inquire what's going on here and for what purpose. And he has this very imposing figure. The truth of the matter is that he is an intellectual. He enjoys conversation. If there's a conversation to be had, he'll take it. He has a large ego, which can be exploited. But this is because he can back up that ego with a great deal of power. Now, the legend, the story of Cadfan of Ebbing is one of a dark wizard, one of a cruel, dark, evil necromancer. He carries a staff with a skull on it that people claim is his master, once was someone who slighted him or wronged him. The fact of the matter is, it's a random skull. He found it, he liked it, and he has perpetuated this rumor that he is unapproachable and unable to be dealt with. But he is not unreasonable. He's a talker. He likes to talk. He enjoys conversation.
Yeah, so in that coded language, she lets her sister know all these things. And sort of tells her, I can get him talking. That's always been the easy part.
It wouldn't make sense for us to not be together. But Nyoka, that could be a good in.
Yes.
What, other than the necromancy, do you know what other forms of magic we need to be on guard for?
Oh, it's the creatures you need to worry about. He makes them. We guard his tower.
I will say this as well, Visha. It's not just the creatures. The spells he casts are necromantic in their make. So he will suck away life force. He will drain a creature's life. There is a particular spell called Cadfan's Grasp.
Which I have.
There is, you would recognize a last defense mechanism. If someone does get into his tower and is close to him, he will activate a spell called Storm of Souls, which creates a great deal of wraiths that he after the fight has to deal with. But it's the undead spirits bombarding and coalescing to assault whatever assailant is in his home.
He begins speaking about these spells and things that he has available to him, that she's seen him use them. Visha has Cadfan's Grasp as a spell. That is something she is capable of doing. She's never done it in front of her sister. She kind of doesn't let her know that she does know that kind of magic too. But she does warn her of the wraiths and the sort of the leech-like tendencies that he has with his magic. And so it is like a huge concern. Like, this is not going to be easy. It is going to be vital that we keep him talking. he is powerful, and I think she did we let her know about the arm? Did we let you know? I don't remember if we did, if we told you.
Nyoka did. He keeps
Okay.
throwing it at me.
That's disgusting. I'm so very sorry. Right. Well, I think perhaps that might. I know you said we can use him as a surprise, but what if we request his help to attach the arm? He knows how to do it better than I do. I could do it, but with the time, and we might not have that time. Cadfan, however, he could do it.
I mean, you've said it yourself, he's a bastard.
Guys.
But this is kind of all about you and what you want to do with this. If it's any consolation, I've seen what you can do, and I believe that you could do it if you had the knowledge. It may take more effort and a lot more work, but if it's to free you, I don't see why we would ever indebt ourselves to him.
To be honest, I'm scared. I am terrified.
Apologies. Just as a brief reminder, Nyoka, you are present for this conversation as you are planning the forthcoming days. Please continue.
Are y'all still talking in y'all secret language?
As far as I knew, I didn't realize you were in the room.
Me neither. No, I think no, I think she would have said certain things in the secret language, right? Like when it came to the actual the creatures that surround his stuff, the spells he does, like that she would have said normally, but in this moment when she says I'm scared to her sister, like it's stuff like that she says in the coded language.
I would ask some questions then.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
These I know you mentioned specters, but these other creatures that he creates, what are we talking about here? Like necrophages, or I don't know, cursed creatures, or
he goes to battlefields and graveyards and collects bodies and puts them back together, gives them new purpose. The exact nature of these creatures is not necessarily known to me, but they're vicious and they'll guard his home, his tower, as if it was their own.
Then we need to find some specter oil.
And at that, I will just put that right on the table, and that is the recipe for specter oil.
Oh, she'll hand it to Nyoka.
Segra interrupts this conversation, kind of knocking on the door, and says, "Hi, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just thought you all should know I'm leaving, so it's been a pleasure. I've gotten a lot of good stuff down for my journals and my stories. But now that you all are kind of just sitting around, and the higher vamp has been dealt with, thank you, by the way," kind of points to you, Nyoka. I'll be sure to let everyone know you fulfilled the contract, and whenever you get back around to being active, they'll have your coin ready, hopefully. But I'm gonna take off. You guys have gotten a little bit stagnant. Some might say dull. But I'm gonna go leave now.
Or flavor. Can I set part of her braid on fire? I'm kidding. I don't actually want to do that. I just kind of shake my head at her and say goodbye. But definitely raise my brow and look at Nyoka, and I'm like, you know you're splitting that gold, right? That
Well,
crown.
Sure.
For
It's
killing the higher vampire, splitting it.
with who?
She blinks out of sync when he says, with who?
Segra says, I'm going to go ahead and head that way myself, so I'll probably collect my cut on the way, so
Wait. Ooh, huh?
bye. And then she
Um.
goes down the stairs and leaves.
Okay, I didn't get to say bye.
She seemed in a rush anyway. Gold will be split between the four of us. It was four of us who took him down. Not to see you, Nyoka. In fact, Kura should probably get the most of the gold since she did the killing blow.
I was unconscious. I don't care. That
Girl,
For
also
once,
that-
could you just go with the program?
That wanted to rush things and yeah, no preparation.
it will be different this time. There were lives on the line. Obviously, I wanted to rush it.
With that firmly in mind, this is where we're going to take our break. When we return, we will have a brief narration about when and with what tools you decide to go to Cadfan and in what manner you wish to dispatch him. There are a few options to explore. But in the meantime, we hope you enjoy our intermission and check out our upcoming programming, our upcoming schedule, and all that good stuff. We will see you all very, very shortly.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Another witch, or what happened to you?
I lost my arm.
Not all witchers are honest and true.
There's a war coming. A war that's going to take way more lives than any political drama.
You are intent on being a part of this war.
I'm intent on doing what I'm supposed to do as a witcher.
The protection of humans is the agenda. It's the whole reason we were made.
You cannot save everyone. No one was there to save us. No one was there to save me.
And wasn't that a damn shame? What if somebody was? What if somebody had been? How much different would our lives have been? Now we are older. We can be those people.
Hello and welcome back to Ways of Old Lost Days, our finale for this mini-series, season, whatever you'd like to call it. We return now to our heroes. We jump back in and we don't exactly take off where we left off. It's going to take about a week for you, Kura, given the nature of magical healing from Valaria, a metric ton of oranges, and of course your own Witcher physiology. It's not going to take you terribly long to be back up to 100%. It's a matter of, replenishing the blood and getting back into the swing of things after you've suffered head trauma, essentially. But during this time, you guys have a moment to discuss the tactics, the plan, how long you're willing to wait, so on and so forth. So for this time, where time is nebulous, Nyoka, Kura, Visha, in character, let's have that discussion.
Visha right away begins describing the creatures that Cadfan makes. The way they are put together, their purpose. He does, of course, just raise people from the dead, zombie style. But there are others that are like amalgamations, they're strange, awful, nightmarish, stitched together flesh. I think there's probably a point where she's like opening up a tome that has like a drawing of these creatures with specifics and like shows that and then sort of describes as well to Nyoka like the kind of magic that Cadfan has, and that it's not just like I raise people from the dead, yay. It's like really awful and dark shit. And then she says to the group as a whole, I think our best bet is going to be to feed his ego. That arm? That's what's going to be done with that. Has never been done before, and he would give anything to be at the forefront of it. So I figure he's quite strong as a mage. He could help. And then when opportunity presents itself, and he is vulnerable, he ended. And anything left in the process, I will take over. What do you think?
What if he just heard you say that?
Well, then I guess we're fucked. I mean, honestly, there's no other way to go about it. So you could run through the monsters, but then you might not make it to the end to get your fucking arm. So again, I'm high alert for any fucking scribe shit, but like, as the SD has not told me to make any rolls, I'm assuming he didn't hear it.
You would know if he's well. This is a strange example. Out of character, I would have asked you to make a roll if he was scrying on you. In character, if you are adept and if you are vigilant, you should have gotten like a sort of magical sensation, a ping of some sort. As far as Kura and Nyoka go, unfortunately, no. That's a whole other bag.
Our medallion would vibrate?
It would not, because it would not be cast within 5 meters of you.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't like the aspect of being vulnerable on the table with a person that we're trying to kill.
Papa, if he's as... I was gonna say, if he's as strong as you're saying he is, and the reputation says he is, I wouldn't do to have anybody down.
Part of that reputation is a load of waffle. Yes, he is powerful magically, but he likes to talk. He's an intellectual. And I'm talking about theories of chaos, and he will not stop. I bring him to Witchers. he'll never stop talking. And he gets a chance to take one undead creature and meld it to a witcher. He's not going to want to get it wrong. He's going to want to show off.
I'm not saying to not go with your plan. I'm saying let's not let it be half finished.
Okay, so have him do it the whole thing.
And as soon as Nyoka's ready.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Well, yeah, Nyoka will have to test the arm out anyway. We can do it for science.
As a
How do you
point
feel
of
about
fact,
it,
I
Nyoka?
was looking at Nyoka when I asked the question.
Yeah, I feel like something bad is going to come out of this, but I'm down for it. I don't see anything better, so.
Look, I am open to other ideas if I have knowledge of the land and the tower. I can give you some of that, and then if you think of something better in the interim while Kura's getting better and we're getting supplies for the journey, let me know. I just think that this is probably our best bet.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll be there with you while he puts it to you, when he puts your arm together. I'll be there. So at the
Why
very
again?
least, you won't be alone.
Do you want to kill him again?
There's this thing with mages. It's gold coloring. You can shut my magic off.
And there's no way to.
Gee.
There's no counter to that. No curse that could be broken for it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've asked him to let me go. I've groveled. I've offered boon. I've done everything I can think of to try to get him to let me go, and he won't. So I figure killing him is the way to do it.
That makes sense.
I'm glad you see it my way.
Well, I need to go shopping for ingredients.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I should probably restock on some of mine as well. And so, yeah, she's gonna take the time to write a list of things she'll need. Sort of restock her alchemy stuff.
Would you mind buying me some things too, since I've been told that I am not allowed to leave the room unless it's to get oranges.
Right. Valeria taking her nursing duties a bit seriously, and she sort of hands you some paper so you can write down what you need.
I don't ever want to see another orange again.
It's good for infection.
So you have a plan? Now, you have about a week, like I said, for Kura to be entirely healed. What is your shopping list, Kura? Let's see if we even have the time for it. And what is everyone else's shopping list, of course, as well?
Alright, I need an armored hood. That's probably the biggest thing that I want.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is herbs. It's at least 6 balis fruits. 6 calandine. I'm butchering the hell out of these names, but we'll get there. 6 calandine. 8. I don't even want to try. SCLERODERM.
Could you write this list down and maybe
Yes.
can copy paste it to our ST?
It's already in the Lost Days OOC.
Got you. Hey. Because you are struggling.
To make your
Two mistletoes. I know that one.
to make your life easier, you're looking for aspects of alchemical components. You need 3 vitriol, 3 rebus, or either 1 hydrogenum, 3 vermilion, and 2 calum.
Yes.
Okay.
But these were just the most
Readily
available
available.
that I knew of.
Yes. As far as your shopping list for your alchemical components, unnecessary. You are in a mage's home, and you are under essentially, you are in the care of an alchemist apprentice.
I didn't want to just raid her stash. So I'm at least going to pay her for it if she's giving me stuff.
Oh, she will absolutely take your money.
I taught her well.
I expect no less of my sister's apprentice.
That's my girl. Take her coin. So I have a question with Nyokia had attempted to teach us how to make the swallow potion last session.
Nyoka did not attempt to teach. You guys attempted to sort of follow along.
We did.
It is very important that Nyoka did not attempt to teach. Continue.
True. Okay. So in this week, is it fair to say maybe that gave us some time to learn how to make this particular?
If Nyoka is willing to teach during this time frame, then yes. Nyoka, are you willing to teach during this time frame?
I don't know
The formula for swallow?
Yes, for swallow. What I
My
made
sister
was,
knows it. What was the
That
thing
was
you were
not
making?
swallow. That was
Most
vampire
likely.
oil.
Correct.
Vampire
It was vampire oil. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
I have the recipe for swallow.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
So
let
then
me
the
get that.
next amazing. So then the next question becomes shit, brother. Is there fucking I know with vampires they have like the moon dust bombs and whatever the fuck, but like anything you think
For what?
alchemy wise that maybe I could use to debuff this man?
Dimeridium. Which is a mage's true bane.
It's gonna be impossible to find.
Actually,
Would you
don't I
like
still
to
have
bring
one?
this? Would you
still
like to
have
bring
one or
this to your companion's attention?
Yes, I must. I do. I bring it up to them and let them know, like, if there is one thing that will stop him, it is this. And she brings up the element to them.
It's something that they are all familiar with. Kerr, I don't believe you have Dimeridium. I think it was moon dust, soundum bombs. I don't believe you
Golem
have
fight.
Dimeridium. The golem fight, you had
That's
a
elemental oil.
yeah, you guys
Iridium
had
bombs.
you guys had used that in the fight. You did that off screen, and you think I would keep
Yeah,
that? He'd let you keep that? Absolutely not. It's
That's
adorable that you
wild.
think that.
You tried though. I respect the hustle.
I'm just saying, if we got it once.
But I do bring it up to my companions, and probably even to Valeria, just so like hushed whispers to her of like, do you know where we could try to scrounge some up? It would be most helpful.
All of you in this conversation, correct?
Yeah.
The scene you come across is Valeria in the room that has been assigned to Wesrold, as he's sort of laying out, has his things laid out, and he is standing next to a chair, and she is in the doorway, or sort of off to the side of the doorway. She looks a bit sheepish, and he looks forlorn, to Kind of looks to the ground, and as you guys enter in, Wezril says, "Good afternoon." And Valeria says, "Sorry, I didn't. Shall I leave you to your
No. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I was apologizing.
See. Well, I know it's a long shot, but do you happen to know where maybe we can find some? And she'll say the name because unfortunately the player cannot say the name, but she will say the thing.
Iridium.
Needs. Yes, that.
Mm.
But she will ask her.
Speaks up and says, "Wouldn't know where to find it, and I tend to avoid it at all costs. You're the one that taught me to avoid it. It's I've seen it used only once. I wouldn't even really know who to ask."
Right, well, I figured I'd ask.
What do you need it for?
I tilt her head and looks at him. Get rid of an old mage.
Nods, and he says, "This mage, I assume he might be dangerous," as he kind of moves over to his bags, his things.
Aye. One of the most dangerous.
Being on this journey has very much taken its toll. I think, should I remain on this road, it's going to take... I think it might take everything from me. Reaches into his bag and pulls out a wooden box. Only about that big. Pretty square. Places it on the table. He says, "I've kept this in case he sends another mage. Someone to replace me. Someone to hunt his book for him. It's needed for his mission. I've kept this in case he sends a mage after me, but I wasn't going to leave you. I just needed a moment to rest. I just needed a moment to recover." He slides the box away from himself a little bit closer toward all of you.
Visha will take it. She'll maintain eye contact with him. And she'll say, "I believe you."
I'm glad that you're all alive, and I'm amazed that you were able to accomplish your task. Let me know where you need to go. I can get you there.
Yes. She will step further into the room and just put her hand on his shoulder for a moment. Just this, like, silent solidarity. And then she'll let go and she'll step away.
Ura is going to go sit in the room.
You do this. Yoko, what are you up to?
Mages are human. Hangman's blood. We need that. I'm gonna go get that.
Hanged man's blood. This is a decoction that you, or a potion that you know how to make, or an oil, or
I need to find it. Y'all know how to make hangman's blood?
Do I? Did I take a crack at it? Do I know?
this would be a formula that you would need. And if I'm
Okay,
not
then no.
mistaken,
I know.
Yoko, not even you know how to make this, correct?
Mm-mm.
Excellent.
That's crazy.
While I grab and see how difficult this would be to stumble into, Kura, is there anything else you'd like to do in this room as you take a moment to sit?
I was going to sit with him until everyone left. And then look to Westworld and say, for what it's worth, I never got to say thank you. Without that portal, I may well have died.
It's quite literally the least I could have done.
From what I've seen and heard from all the mages that I've known, that is entirely not true. Despite all the crap that we give you, which I hope you know has mostly been made, some of it for fun, some of it to bond, but mostly to help try to make you a little thicker skin. I hope that if nothing else, this is showing you a great deal more of what you are capable of. I know you didn't think you had it in you. There you were.
I need to make this very clear, I didn't have it in me. I was being burned alive by the magic that I was channeling. I didn't have it in me. A moment longer and I could have been dead. But I understand your sentiment. I am very frequently and a lot lately amazed by the capacity for what people are capable of. I don't know what my limitations are, aside from my magical aspects and capabilities. By all rights, I should be gone. I should be continuing the path and on my way to the sanctum of the elves. I don't know why I linger. I don't know why you hunt this mage. From what I've seen, witches, they're doing good in the world. I think perhaps, at least in some small capacity, I might like to eat that.
You should. The world is full of shit. But if any one person can make a difference, it makes it a little bit better for somebody else, you know?
Yes, well. At least dwelling on it for the time being. You have yet more blood to spill with your blades.
Always. And as I leave the room, I'll look back. You'll never know those limitations until you're pushing them.
You say this.
I leave.
Yoka. Hanged Man's Venom. It's not terribly difficult to stumble into.
Yeah.
Give me a craft alchemy, please.
14.
While not necessarily difficult to stumble into, it is beyond your reach at this moment.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Sometimes the dice tell stories.
Shall I give it a try? Or is this something specific to butchers?
Noko, if you take a moment and describe what you're trying to do, and what exactly it means for these blade oils, Visha could try.
It's just Yeah, it's just an oil to case the blade in. Makes humanoids more vulnerable. I don't say humans, but humanoids. Yeah.
All right. Perhaps I can see what I can do. And she'll look at whatever things he was messing around with to attempt to make this oil.
Give me craft alchemy, please.
20.
Unfortunately, Visha meets does not beat. It is
That's a
outside of
shame.
your purview in this moment. Get close. Get very close. Something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel proper.
I think she probably, tweaks a few things here and there, but then will eventually say, I think we need more time with this. It's not quite right, unfortunately.
It's only one. We don't need it too much. But yeah.
This will
Okay.
help. And she sort of gestures to the box that RyssaRave gave us. At the very least, it will put you on even playing fields.
Who are you suggesting is stronger?
I mean, my master raises people from the dead and calls upon wraiths and specters as easy as breathing.
I've killed a number of wraiths and specters, many undead, to include 2 higher vampires.
Whilst having your life force drained from you at the same time.
With having 1 arm.
That is not the same, sweetheart. I think you'll just have to admit mages are better than witchers.
Hold on. I'm not arguing. Mages made witchers to do what they can't.
I suppose.
As this,
He's like,
an exit.
she's just like shit-eating grin on her face.
with this philosophical debate, a week passes, and it is time for your knowledge, Kura. You're able to get your armor, should you have the coin and be willing to spend it. Week passes. Eventually, Kura is prepared and ready. You have it in Meridian Bomb. You have Kura, you have Nyoka, you have Visha, and you have the way of transportation. Is there anything left?
We still need swallow potions and a couple specter oils.
Given that Kura is able to has the formula for this, we just need a couple craft rolls from Kura. And if a formula is laid out, Nyoka, you can simply copy it down and get it out to yourself as well. Kura, would you share your formula?
Absolutely. I am making more than just swallow and the specter oil, just so you know.
I need you to tell me what you're making so I can get you your crafting DCs.
There's a reason I got so much crap. I am making Aracas.
Do you
I think
have
that's how
the
you
recipe
say
for Arrakis?
Yes.
Where'd you get that?
I've had it. I've had it this whole time. I've had so many freaking recipes that I've never touched.
Hold on,
Let's
you
start
need
up-
to go ahead and give me some.
Let's start with your swallow. How many swallow potions are you making? Or are you going to attempt to make?
2.
2. So for Kura and Nyoka both, I need craft alchemy DCs, please. Give me 1 roll each, and then we'll go with the second.
No mods, right? Because it's just the DC that's going to change.
I just need a craft alchemy from you, please. No mods.
17.
19.
One each. The second.
17.
A second for both of you. What's next, Kuro?
Well, since me and Nyoka are both making them, we'll go to Spectre Oil next, I guess. That makes the most sense. 2 of those as well.
2 of those as well, so 1 each.
What's
1
that?
each or 2 total? What do you mean?
I'm making 2 of the
Yeah.
Spectre Oils.
Okay. So, Kura, I need you to roll me a craft alchemy, please.
16.
I'm rolling for this too, right?
Do you have the recipe, and would you share it? Or if not, would you share it, Kura?
Yes.
Then Yoko, I need you to roll. Kura meets does not beat. You're unsuccessful in one of your spectre rolls.
12.
No spectre oil. Let's try one more time.
14.
23.
1 spectre oil for Nyoko. What's next, Kura?
That was all you were making, right, Nyoka?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a mage.
Okay. I was gonna make 2 of the Aracas.
Decoctions. Alchemy craft, please. What exactly... Oh, actually, you can't make this, Kura.
Can't? Why can't I?
Which a decoction formula? Created from mutagenic material in a monster's body. When creating a decoction, you must mix all the ingredients below with 1 unit of mutagen from the appropriate monster and 1 bottle of spirits.
Ah.
It's
We
a no
gotta go
stop.
out monster hunting.
Have that on the list.
Well,
Yeah.
that's that, I guess.
Well, let's see if I can make the rest of the stuff on my list.
You think so? You think a week of you being weak and... What else have you got on your list, Kura? You're pushing it.
Since you're starting to limiting me,
I mean, we actually, we could, you literally couldn't go monster hunting.
Right. You limited yourself. I think with this whole time too, like while recovering and stuff like that, Visha is fucking with Nyoka heavy. Like, because he was like just a mage, she's like, got you. She's like doing stuff where she's infecting his dreams, you know what I mean? Just fucking with him.
Absolutely. Kura, what's on your list?
white honey potion.
White honey potion. Do you even have the decoction or the formula for that?
Yes, I do. Everything I'm listing, I have the formulas for.
Does that require a monster or anything like that to make
I
it happen?
don't know.
Damn it, sir.
Weird. It's almost like it's in the book.
It's crazy that I didn't see that part of any of these in the books.
Alchemy craft, please.
15. Another one.
You can certainly try.
Man.
Brother, it's looking like karma
14.
right now.
No.
Alright, I'm done.
Here, just
You
just
certainly
pass
are.
me the rest. Pass me the recipes. I would appreciate it.
With this being said,
Mhm.
week passes. You gather what supplies you can. You make what you can. Or perhaps it's the blood loss. Perhaps it's the traumatic brain injury you've taken. Trying to do this on your own is difficult. It fails more than it succeeds. The end of all this. We go forward. Wesrold has to look forward and scry on a location and try to look forward and see this place in order to get you there.
If it helps him at all, she just gives as clear descriptions as is possible to give.
Wesrold exploded.
Amazing. Love to see it.
After a moment, he peers into a fire and says, I see it. Bit gaudy, don't you think?
Yes, he's not one known for style.
Sort of inverts on itself. I don't... Where am I placing you in this? Are we... It's been knocking on the front door.
Oh, yes.
Understood. I'll get us started then. He blinks his eyes and the fire leaves it. Takes a moment. Valharia says, I could go with you, you know.
No. But you have more important things that you need to do.
What if you need healing again? What if you need to take a moment?
If things get bad, I will send them back to you. But if it is the end for me, then it's the end. And that's my choice.
But if she comes, she could heal you.
Am I within earshot of that?
I don't want Cadfan anywhere near her.
You confuse me greatly, but okay.
Just to clarify, that's not your choice. You're not dying. No.
If you have any questions, now would be the time to ask Nyoka.
Questions?
You said I confused you.
Oh,
Clear it up for you.
just the demeanor, the your protege and your sister, a witcher and an accomplished mage. They seem to do well.
They do.
Yeah.
My sister, well, she's been a witcher for a long time and is a woman of her own, to which I have no control over what she does, and she'd physically fight me if I tried to stop her. Laria, it's very special to me, and she has a special talent. She is good, and the world needs good. So if I can keep her away from Cadfan, getting his grubby little hands on her and her magic, and that's what I'll do.
Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready. Yes, Visha is going to be super careful about that box that has that stuff in it. Where it's like still pretty easy access, but she's gonna try to keep it pretty well hidden on her body, for when it's needed, but also so that this motherfucker doesn't find it on her. And then yeah, she will step up next to Westrow.
I will say Dimeridium will burn when it touches you, Visha. So, and this is something that is taught by most mages. In reality, tactically speaking, it probably would be best in someone else's hands. Because it'll affect your throw as well.
Oh, will it? Okay, I didn't know if it would affect the throw. Okay. Then I think, she'll pass it to her sister. And
Ooh,
you know.
Well, it might be a good idea. You know, maybe y'all change clothes. And he'll think that you're her, and, you know...
He will sense who his protege is. And I have scars my sister does not.
That is fun.
I got
Solid
one now.
idea, though. It's not the same.
Huh?
We used to do things like that as children. So it's not a bad idea.
This is all very sweet, but I'm going to be getting you there now, if that's alright.
Well, then get to it. Waiting on you.
Right, of course. And he begins to wave his hands and opens the portal.
You have to stop making yourself a target.
He opens the
The
portal.
fuck up, and she'll walk through.
Who else walks through?
Me.
Yeah, I'll follow.
You all step forward into the portal. What stands before you is the front door to Cadfan's great tower. 9 stories, peering into the sky, piercing the clouds, Visha. Stone, surrounded by an illusion of forest that you know to be swamp. The front entrance is narrow, a long, tall door. 1, 2, 3. You step forward. And before the portal closes, a 4th emerges. And Wezreld steps through. Closes behind him. Scene is
What?
yours.
But what are you... You don't even know who we're going up against.
I didn't think this through. Laria said if you needed healed, that you would need to be healed, and I don't have healing magic, but I do have the capability to get you back to where you need to be. I didn't think this through. Who are we fighting?
Well, you're here now, so I guess we should probably tell you.
Cadfan of Ebbing.
I would very much like to go back. I didn't think this through. Alright, and that's his tower. Yep, that's his tower right there.
Yep. Yes,
Fantastic.
She'll just pat him on the cheek. Now I have a question, sir. When we are moving through, I know what is illusion and what is, the real of his place. Would I be able to kind of make sure nobody goes wandering a great deal too far into the arms of an
Absolutely.
amalgam? Okay, great.
Absolutely. As you are all having this discussion, the tall, thin door opens. No one is there to open it, but it opens on its own. You are invited in.
Visha kind of shakes her head a little and sort of under her breath is like, he's always so dramatic. And will lead the group into the tower.
I'll follow.
When someone goes to accidentally step off the path, she's like, don't step there, there's a body. Just very much guiding their steps.
You step in and it is a lavish experience. Visha, most of this is true. Most of this is real. You step in and there are golds and silvers and paintings along the wall. It's a veritable museum of the history of the continent. There are paintings and replicas that likely hang in Aretusa. Some of them from Banard. Different artifacts and things that he managed to get a hold of before the 2 major schools retched forward and seized them for themselves. You see a number of beds as you pass for guests, he claims. Different tables and places to eat and dine and have discussion, various fireplaces. You're forced to walk along the outer ring of this tower, this circular building. It's much like a maze. You know the central focus, where he would greet guests. It's the center. Sort of open circle courtyard. Above it always hung this glowing red mist. This bleeding of the place of power. And you walk past the trinkets, past the trophies, past the artwork, past the divine curtains. All these lavish things. Eventually reaching the center. There is a gold inlay on the floor of this polished marble, this gray stone. It forms a circle, almost like a sparring ring. And there he stands. Deep blacks and deep blue robes. This hooded figure, wielding a staff, a skull that seems to bleed from its eyes, this green necromantic power. This silver seal holding his cloak in place. Of an empire or a kingdom long forgotten. Scarcely see much of the face, his mouth twists in a grin. Welcome home, Visha. And you brought friends.
Yes. This is Nyoka. You know my sister, Kura. And this is a young mage. Westfall.
I just make your acquaintance. Cadfan of Ebbing. Cadfan smiles and he says, "It's been some time, Kura. You've gained new scars."
Yeah, it has. Not since you tried to make good on your debt by dropping my sister in my lap.
Tried.
Tried.
It's not the point. It's not why we're here. I have something for you. Well. And she struggles. Like, you can see the kind of, like, strain in her mouth to say the words. But she goes, I need your help.
As you often do. Your training is not yet complete. And we left on an incomplete lesson, as I recall.
Right? But this is important, and it will pique your interest. Phenomenon, really. And she's going to take out the empiric arm and kind of nudge Nyoka forward a little bit and say, I need to reattach this to him. And she'll gesture to where the actual step is.
It's not mine.
I see.
It's
Who was the donor?
Oh, some higher vampire. What was his name? I don't quite recall. She kind of looks to Nyoka to say who the vampire was.
Wesrold speaks up and says, his name was Fifthman.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh.
I was thinking the other one. It's my bad.
And this higher vampire Fifthman. A willing donor, I imagine. No doubt. I always taught you to receive consent from anyone who was willing to donate a body part, Visha.
Yes, well, things were chaotic. He tried to kill my sister.
A crime of passion is still a crime, Miss Kamari.
His consent was given the moment he slaughtered, 15 human beings?
And I'm sure he would say the same about the both of you. Witchers who slaughter monsters. Who slay. Who kill. Indiscriminately. From what I hear.
Visha, are you sure he's able to do this?
I certainly hoped that he was able to do this. There's like a nervous energy to her. She is scared. And she is trying her hardest to fight it, but like she is scared of him.
Visha, give me a magical training, please.
Yes, okay.
I'll look to
Hold on.
Nyoka and say, with all the fluff he's given about even attempting it, I don't know.
21.
21. You feel it? That empty collar around your neck. You are cut off from your magic. You are powerless here. No magic exists aside from Cadfans. No power exists aside from Cadfans. And it's that crushing weight. You have no voice here, except for the one that Cadfan of Ebbing gives you.
Her hands tremble and she shoves them underneath her cloak. And I think just for the briefest moment when she goes from looking at Cadfan to looking down, you can see her eyes are watering and there's a strain in her neck because she can't find her magic. He's taken it from her. She looks small in this moment and she is in pain. She's suffering.
Interesting that you bring me guests that would doubt my power, Visha. So often my reputation precedes me. It seems you found two anomalies. Step forward. Cripple.
I'll step forward.
Show me your wound.
You mind helping me take off the prosthetic?
Of course. He smacks his staff into the ground. Releases it. It stays in place. As if fixed by magic, as if fixed by the magnetic pull itself. He steps forward. His hands reach out to you, Nyoka. And you can feel the filth. You can smell the embalming fluid on his fingers. He was recently working. His nails are too clean. His fingers untouched. And he helps you with the straps. He remarks, "Excellent work. I take it was made by a master craftsman."
As far as I know.
Who else did you find, Visha, before coming to me?
Witchers, they seem to know many people. Someone Yoka met on the road.
I'd like you to make a deception roll, please.
Jesus. Yep, I will do so. I fucking hate that I used my luck roll. Anyway, let's do this.
You only had 1 luck point?
I only have one.
Visha.
Now you know why I wasn't using them crazy. I only have
Understood.
one.
Understood.
Oh god. Okay, listen, dice gods, be on my side.
Can I
Dice gods
add
are
to
not
it?
on my side. It's a 12.
Oh,
It's a 12. It's a 12 and we're having a bad time.
Come now. You didn't think I could ignore that you had taken an apprentice of your own.
Leave her be. I'm here now. I'll stay. Leave her be.
It's improper for a student to take an apprentice before given away by her master. By all rights, she belongs to me. He holds the prosthetic Yoga and looks at your wound. Casually, not even acknowledging the horror that he's stricken into Visha just with a simple phrase.
Can I do like a I don't know, like an awareness check or a magic? Like is this him or is this like an illusion of some sorts?
You would know that if a spell was active in your area, your medallion would wiggle. This is him.
Okay.
Kura?
Does the collar count as a spell?
It is not a spell. It is an active effect.
Just
Yeah.
had to make sure.
For
It's
you
like
guys'
a blood
knowledge,
bond.
yeah, for you guys' knowledge, it is technically a spell, but it would need to be being cast or in the process of being cast in your area, a magical effect within the range of your space. The collaring is an active effect that was cast long ago. He looks at your wound, Yoga, and says, I could fix this for you. It will be painful. But you look accustomed to pain.
When you say fix, you mean attaching that to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Come. Honored guests. A homecoming. Shall we have lunch first? Or would you like to jump right into it?
I would prefer
Hey.
not to waste time.
I ate before coming. Thank you.
Isha is drained of color.
And he walks, carrying your prosthetic Nyoka as a note. He picks up the staff as he continues along his path. And you walk large staircase. It takes you to a room. It looks like a medical office. There is a stretcher, a table, along with straps for the arms and the legs, the head, the torso. There are body parts in fluid, floating. Visha, you remember this room. This is where the dissections happened. This is where creatures recently, their souls evacuating their bodies, were brought. And he would conduct his experiments, and he would teach You know a great deal about human anatomy because of this room. Because of the charts. Because of his teachings. Because of his prodding. And his desire for perfection. He says, we're going to get right to it. I've always found it difficult to work with the living. So much screaming. So I'll ask you this. My test subjects are usually, well, beyond conscious. Would you like some anesthetic?
No. No, I wouldn't.
And Wesrold, was it? You may wait elsewhere if you wish. Visha, let's begin your instruction once more, shall we?
There is a tremble in her hand as she closes it into a fist because that rage that you know of her starts to bubble up. But then she swallows it down and she begins the washing up, helping him put on whatever is necessary, you know, the normal processes before they begin these lessons. And then she will do as instructed.
Being Visha, before we left the other room, I wanted to chime in that as soon as his back was turned and we started to walk, Visha would have felt Kura's hand on her shoulder. And now Kura will not leave Visha's side. I'll stay here, Advent.
I must insist. I need a sterile working area, and you look touched by the elements.
It's okay. It's okay.
You'll find refreshment just outside that door. I've laid some things out in preparation for your arrival.
I insight check him.
Human perception, please.
I was kind of curious to see how you were gonna do this.
Visha, go ahead and give me your perception. Kura, continue.
I was telling Cadvan that I was kind of curious as to how you were gonna do this. Would it be feasible if I was to sanitize the way you have?
You must understand. It's an intimate thing between a master and his apprentice, and he places a hand on Visha's shoulder. Our work is very important to us, and some of it is quite secret. As a witcher yourself, I'm sure you understand. You carry your own secrets.
Like you said, a master and his apprentice. I need her here. There's only few of us, limited knowledge, and she needs to know as much as I do.
Visha, the result of your roll. Nyoka, give me a persuasion roll.
Fucking throw that out the window.
You have your luck. 18.
I do have my luck. And I would use all of my... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can use up to your number of luck. So how many points of luck do you have?
I have a total of 7.
You can choose 1 through 7, and that's how much of a bonus you would get.
Then I would use all 7.
Understood. Visha? 18. What are you insight checking? Just seeing what he has prepared?
I want to be like the vibes, but they're rancid. So like, I think like part of her is like, don't fucking drink those refreshments, don't touch it. But he is clearly still very upset at her. And so she's trying to see like the punishment coming. What is it going to be? You know? So that's what she's looking for. Like, how mad is he really? In this moment.
So with your human perception roll, an 18, the refreshments are a lie. This is, you, logically speaking, have shown up on his doorstep. You didn't feel any ping. He has no way to prepare for anything. And in reality, if he needed a set of hands, he would have had prepared a corpse amalgam or a body to sort of hand him tools and things like that. This is more than just a display of power over you. He doesn't have much prepared in the way of things in the tower. As far as the punishment to come, most of his test subjects are dead. Visha, you poisoned him. Cadfan is a theatrical being. You introduced a foreign element into his body. He will likely strap you to the table next and do the same. Whatever poison or liquid in a jar, he will likely be performing surgery here for a good long time.
Ooh. He has taken my magic, bitch. Okay, with that feeling, running through her, there is no one who knows her better than her twin, and I think she looks at Kura, and the expression is like, red alert, bitch, it's time. Like, we are not getting out of here, you know? It is like the most subtle shifting of her eyes, of like, you know, just a little bit of widening, just a little bit of a quick movement. Shit, she's a witcher. Can she hear my racing heart? You know, like, it's bad in here, and she's trying to give the signal.
As a note, he for your knowledge, you know that he would complete this task. This is something he's piqued his interest. He says his ego has been insulted. He's going to try to complete this task first.
Okay.
But Nyoko, with your role, what is your persuasion?
24 total.
24 total. He squeezes your shoulder, Visha.
There was an explosion too, sorry.
Not enough to cause pain, but just a mark of you're mine. And he says, I understand completely. Your apprentice may stay, but you, he looks to Wezrold. I'm afraid I can't have my experiments, my craft, examined by any who are not known to me, despite their skill level. You'll have to wait outside. Wezrold looks to all of you. Understood, Cadfan. It's an honor just to be in your presence. He takes a step back, gives a small bow, and you recognize this as a practiced, a habit. What is not practiced is the look that he gives as he bows, glances at all of you, and he turns on heel, and closes the door behind him. Let's begin, shall we?
Question. Will decoctions get in the way of anything for me?
What do you mean? Asking in character, out of character?
Both.
Decoctions in the way of surgery?
Yeah. So my way of thinking, I have golden Oreo. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it gives you uh plus 30 temporary hit points. Um so I was like, oh well, I could take that in case, some fuck shit happens, to try to give me a buffer or whatever.
Which fuck shit will happen, I assure. I assure you.
Your potions, golden Oreo.
Pretty sure it's called.
Golden Oil just grants immunity to poisons and neutralizes any poisons in your system.
Oh, not golden Oreo, full moon potion. That's what I meant. Full moon. I do have
Right.
golden Oreo too. But
Yes, full moon would help you here. It would not get in the way.
Okay. Okay.
So
Then I'm gonna take one of these, just for the added measure of pain, and down the full moon potion.
he grins and says, "Here you are, refusing anesthetic, witchers and their toys." He gestures toward the table, Nyoka.
I'll follow his lead.
I think in a very practiced motion, Visha will be the one to strap Nyoka down. She's very, doing her absolute best to leak away the emotions in her heart as she straps you down. And this cold, almost medical expression falls over her. But the only, real indication that she's still, present is that she just, very gently runs her fingers, over your hand or part of your arm as she straps you down. And it's, her only way of letting you know she's still present and not completely taken by fear.
Yeah, as this probably would have happened, the strapping part, I would probably remark pretty tight enough, don't you think? And then, yeah, after having that sensation, he'll come to recognize, feel more reassured about it.
Yeah.
Cadfan prepares his tools as you do this. Kura, you are bid to wash your hands and to oil your arms and to take up a knife, just as Visha.
There's she just closes her eyelids for a brief of a second and then opens them again, and again the medical coldness does as she's have been taught to do. Grabs a particular scalpel and looks at her sister fucking do it.
He remarks and points. Says, the wound must be reopened in order for the nerves to attach themselves. This must be done precisely. I'll take care of that portion myself, but we need to cut something to form first. He places the arm next to your severed arm, Nyoka, and hands you a sort of almost like a meat cleaver, Kura. You're precise with the blade. Let's cut to shape.
I'm actually more magically inclined, but I'll give it a go.
Kura, do you swing?
I would like to die now. I would like to fall into the floor right now.
As Kura begins the swing, Visha, he looks to you and says, I trust you've kept up on your studies. He holds his hand out. You make the cut. Bidding you to cut open Nyoka's that nub, that mass of flesh and severed nerves.
He grabs the knife, and her heart is all but stopped beating because she knows the amount of pain that she's about to put Nyoka through and hates it more than anything. But she puts a hand on his arm, gives just the most, like, careful squeeze of, like, this is your only warning, this is gonna suck, right?
It's
And
expected.
she will slice open into his nub. Brother, this is awful, and I hate it so much.
I think I misunderstood. I thought I was cutting the yoke.
You are
cutting
cutting-
a vampire arm.
Oh, I don't give a crap about that. Okay.
8 hit points, Nyoka.
Okay, cool.
As Visha makes the cut and carves and scrapes against the nerves with a sharp blade, cutting the nerves anew. It's a terrible feeling. This has always been a phantom pain, but now it's fresh. Now it is targeted. Now it is precise. With a scalpel, things are severed. Your muscle tissue, your flesh, the nerves themselves. You cut deep, Visha. The wound must be reopened. And he looms over you as he watches. You know what to do next. We've cleaned a section. Now the bone must be made to match. Get the saw.
Squares her shoulders, and she gets the saw. Her eyes just sort of mismatched eyes, briefly skipping over to Nyoka's. Checking if he's even fucking conscious, because she knows this must be excruciating. And I think she offers one last mercy, because what she's about to do. She's, are you sure you don't want anything for pain?
It's the pain that's keeping me alive. Continue.
He cuts.
And you cut. The first mark, Nyoka, is a strange feeling. A scrape against your bone. The push is a new sensation. Not just a scrape, but a carve into your marrow. A sharpened saw, thin, precise, past the flesh, past the nerves, through the bone marrow itself. A small segment is cut away, maybe only a half an inch. But you are cut and carved. And he looks to you, Kara, and says, your master will clench his jaw. Grab a rope or a rag from that desk. Bind his teeth so he has something to bite down on.
Well,
Nyoka, do you bite?
No.
Brother, your teeth will shatter. Take this.
What is it? What are you putting in my mouth?
a bite
you-
rag so you don't bite your own tongue or something else because of the pain from squeezing.
It's real bad, my guy. This is the worst.
I'll bite it. Whatever. I feel like the rag is probably soaked in chloroform. Makes me
As a
pass
note,
out.
Kuro wasn't lying earlier. She is actually curious of the procedure.
I think throughout it all, you see that Visha she was a good student. She knows what the fuck she's doing. But there is like a haunted expression on her face.
As you finish the bone, and Kura, you hold the rag in place. As Nyoka, you in a sort of subconsciously twist, moving your head. You strain against the restraints. It's a natural reaction. Maybe not as much as most people would. But it's subconscious. And Cadfan begins to move underneath the wound you've created. It is now bleeding. He places his palm on it. Traces with Nyoka's blood a sigil. And begins to draw in the pool. Binding must be done. A complex series of rituals this should be. However, I have perfected my craft. We're going to make some slight alterations due to living tissue. He takes your finger, Visha, and places it in the pool. And he traces using your finger. Says, consider this the continuation of your lessons. It is only right that you brought me this subject that you should take part. Magical history is being made, Miss Kamari. You were so lucky to be a part of it.
Yes.
Moves the arm up closer, maybe about a half an inch away from the open wound that is Nyoka's arm. Nyoka, with the saw to your bone. You're gonna take 5 more hit points. He says, it's a strange fact that vampires don't need blood to survive. It's a common misconception that it's something that they feed on for survival. But they do crave it. It's like an addiction. It takes your fingers, the bloodied fingers that are dipped in Nyoka's fluids, and he touches the vampiric arm and says, smear. Coat the area. Allow it to accept what we are giving it.
He does so. But there is a little bit of like reticence to touch the flesh, really. But she knows it must be done, so she does. She smears it, makes sure she covers the necessary area. What does she see when she does it?
It holds for a moment, or sort of drinking it in, seeps inwards. It's like the flesh, the nerves, everything that is on the vampire's arm almost pulses a little bit, just wriggles and pulls forward the blood. Drinks it in, he says, more. Keep it feeding. And he takes a large curved needle and produces a thick twine, this blackened thread. Keep it feeding. And he stabs into your arm, that open wound, Nyoka. This is only 2 points. Continue.
She knows that he will put Nyoka through more pain than necessary in order to teach her a lesson. And so instead of just waiting for the fluid to sort of leak out onto her hands to feed this other part of the arm, she shoves her fingers into the open wound of Nyoka's actual arm and just pulls out as much blood as possible to feed into the vampiric side of the arm.
6 more points, Nyoka. Visha, as you work, his voice reaches into your head. Telekinesis. You are quite lucky indeed. He continues to explain the process to you, Kura and Nyoka. A whole other conversation taking place while he speaks to Visha. He says, I'm glad that you came home of your own volition. But quite a number you brought. Do you think that this is enough? Do you think that they will stop me? That they will wrench free your chains and free you? You bring me a cripple, a novice, and a failure.
I brought you a patient. My sister would not leave me, and we needed a quick way here. Your paranoia is unbecoming, Master.
What is unbecoming
You-
is your own ambition. Poison, Miss Kamari, really.
I asked you to let me go, and you wouldn't. You left
You
me no choice.
are not ready. And it's clear to me, moment by moment, as you fat finger this surgery, that you will not be ready for some time. But perhaps, with some improvements, we can cut the time away.
He outwardly keeps working. There is no outward expression of what she's experiencing right now in her head. But I think there is a feeling of nausea that comes over her because she knows just how bad this is going to get. What would I have to roll to know when he is most distracted?
You wouldn't.
Okay. Okay. She is going to keep working. She's going to keep working. In her mind, she's like, just get the arm attached, and then we'll figure it out from there.
It is a painstaking process. The surgery itself takes maybe about 30 minutes. The arcane sigillings and whisperings he does. Visha, you know when he is more engrossed in this rather than bombarding you and punishing you. When the whispers stop. Because he focuses now. He crouches down and looms over. And traces the line, Nyoka, where your arm meets this creature. Give me one more point of health from you. And he chants, and he whispers. Kura, you're made to hand him magical salves, these strange alchemical bits and pieces, these fluids, these pastes. And as he presses deep into that wound, Nyoka, and merges the flesh together, nine more points as he knits the flesh and he plucks away the threads as he works, and the arm binds, not by twine or thread, but he meshes the flesh with his fingers, and it merges and melts and becomes almost putty. And he's engrossed in his work. And as he makes the second to last mark, Visha, now,
how close is Kura to me? Is she like right next to me in this moment, or
wherever Kura would like to be in this moment, as he is just asking her to hand him various alchemical components from another desk off to the side.
Okay.
If he was asking me to do that repeatedly, then I would have been like right in between him and the desk, so it's as efficient as possible to try to get this over for Nyoka, but still at an angle where I can see everything that's happening.
Yeah, soon as he gets to that last flesh craft, that last stitch, there is a there is a look. You see your sister step back and look at you with just a nod, like very soft nod, of like, it's time. And she doesn't have her fucking magic. She's going to use her fingers to try to undo at least one of these fucking straps, for I guess the other arm.
What I will say, okay, absolutely. So multiple things are going to happen at once. Nyoko, one, as the last bit of flesh is being merged together, this putty-like feeling, something takes you. Something feels strange, wrong, foreign. And you twitch your fingers. Not your fingers. His fingers. And you feel pain reach from that wound up your arm, into your throat, down your chest, into the pit of your stomach. You scream. As this creature, now a part of you, seizes you. I need you to roll me a d10. A single d10.
Is this for is this for the thing?
It sounds like this is for possession, brother. Okay. It sounds like a possession. Fuck.
The explosion and failure rules apply still. Oh yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2. Hold on, do I roll again? I roll again, right?
What you see,
No?
Visha, with a 1 and then the 2, you subtract the 2 from what would be your base. All I needed was a sample d10. You failed this by -2. Nyoka, Kura, Visha, what you see is Nyoka's arm explode out. The talons elongate. The hand grows. The arm becomes more muscular and extends past what would a natural form be. And Cadfan takes a moment and looks back and says, "Success." Visha, Kura, what are your actions?
Keep my fucking magic back. Jesus. No, I'm gonna undo the straps. I'm gonna undo the straps from the arm that I'm next to.
Give me
so she can fucking swing.
Give me a Dex Athletics.
Okay.
Kura, your action.
I guess I'm gonna blast him with Ard and try to shoot him away from the operating table.
Please do
Detail
not
Ard
forget
for
you
me.
have the thing that takes away his magic. Do not forget
Yeah, but
you
I
have
can't
that.
just chuck that in now.
You're correct, but I'm just saying, don't forget. Okay, athletics you need from me?
Yes, please. Detail Ard for me, Kura, while you make this roll, Visha.
Would this be counting as a basic roll? Or
This would be a basic roll, yes.
Okay.
Kura, detail Ard.
Ard shoots a wave of telekinetic force, staggering creatures with a 10% chance of those affected being knocked prone. The percentage rises by 10% for each stamina spent.
Perfect.
I would like it known to the audience that I am screaming, crying, throwing up. I got an 8 on my Dex Athletics.
Understood.
So, that's where we're at.
Kura, what was your roll?
17.
17 to hit with Ard, correct?
Yes, that was the spellcasting roll.
14 on his dodge. Give me the percentile, please.
32, and I spent 5 stamina. Sorry.
He is
6. Because I'm
is
always going to be
knocked
spending the money.
back. He is not prone. I'm sorry. You spent 6, you said.
Yes.
He is staggered. So, Visha, you go to reach for the strap across, and Nyoka's arm that was being operated on is unstrapped. The other arm, you move across, and Nyoka, uncontrolled, unbeknownst to you, or out of your control, I mean, Visha, you are swiped away. You are also knocked back about 4 meters. You are not prone. You can quickly get up from where you are, but you are knocked back in this moment.
Shit.
So,
okay.
Nyoka, I need another D10 roll, please. And then everyone else's actions. Cadfan is going to make an action as well. And I'll have to do some.
I channel my rage a little bit.
What do you mean, channel your rage?
I don't know. This whatever is happening to me, you know.
Sure. Give me, instead of the D10, then, a persuasion. Or if you are so inclined, you want to take the D10? Take the D10.
Over a persuasion roll, yeah.
Do we need to roll initiative or anything, or is this all still happening at once?
All happening at once.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to Jesus. How do I get my fucking magic back?
Can I take the persuasion?
What did you roll?
1.
That arm, Nyoka, that feeling, that sensation, seeps up your shoulder, and your own muscles bulge. Your skin tightens. Something creeps up your neck and your veins, and you feel your jaw open, and you, instead of a scream, is this wail as you feel your teeth change. And the right side of your face, this portion here, begins to change, and you stretch. You feel your gums tear as 2 fangs on the right side, top and bottom, extend outward, and your eye goes black.
Do I see this? Like, I've stood up, right? Like, I fucking fell back or whatever. I stood up. Do I see this?
You do.
Jesus Christ. Help me.
In your head, Nyoka, you hear, "You didn't think it was going to be this easy, did you? You didn't think I would let you take me!"
Oh. I'm just screaming, wailing, I guess, in pain.
Kura, Visha, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do something crazy. You go first, because what you're gonna do is less crazy than me.
I don't know.
What would you like to do?
That depends on how this operating room's laid out. So I pushed him successfully away from everybody else, right?
Correct. And then Visha is pushed back, so the only person that would be affected by this bomb is Cadfan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll throw the bomb first.
Crazy. Wow.
Well, I didn't know how far I pushed him. I thought he would still be within the radius for the bomb, so I wasn't even thinking about using that yet. How do I use the bomb?
Dex and thrown weapons. It'll be a Dex Athletics.
Throw it at him. It's a box of dust, bitch. Just throw it.
It's a box of dust, bitch.
I'm actually really good at that.
That's what
Maybe.
I was hoping.
Just
Those
basic
guys were
roll or
fucking
single
with me.
strike?
Give me a basic roll.
Yoka's being fully possessed. We have to handle this. Cadfan has become not the problem.
Yesterday, I was rolling 10s with this die. Now, it's just 1s and 1s and 1s.
You rolled all the 10s out of that die, brother.
Oh, man.
What you got for me, Kura?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Cadfan's dodge is not great.
I'm scared to hope.
Yeah, last time he said something like that to me, he was like, "It's not great, but he beat that."
16. Meets does not beat. You throw this box, it explodes out, and coats Cadfan in dimeridium dust. This falls onto you, Nyoka, but it's the least of your concerns in this moment. And Cadfan looks to you as he chokes and says, "Your friend will die. Is that what you want? I'm the only one that can help him."
If I've learned anything, Nyoka helps himself. Your services are no longer needed.
What you got for me, Visha? You haven't made an action this round.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something real crazy. Like real super crazy, okay? And you just gotta hear me out. So I'm going to run over to Nyoka and I'm going to grab his face and like put my face real fucking close, and I'm going to plead, persuade, and beg for Nyoka to fight and come back. So I would like
Excellent.
to, I guess, persuade?
I would like from Nyoka, as we enter this next round, this isn't going to be a roll from you, Visha. This has to be something for, this will grant a bonus to Nyoka's roll, essentially.
Okay.
Nyoka, what I would like from you is your willpower, and I'm going to give you a choice here. Your choice of courage or intimidation.
Courage. Willpower
Do it.
and courage.
Do it.
Okay. Definitely doable. For some reason, I have fairly decent courage. Oh.
I think she even goes back to when they first, like, that first night that they were all together, and she reminds him about how he told her he has poison in his veins, and, like, this leech is nothing compared to the strength of that. And she's just, like, trying to put all of the, like, fight for it, fight to live.
A 16 plus 7 is what, 21? 21?
No, 23.
23? Damn.
23. So, Nyoka, in this moment, as Visha is screaming into your face, Visha, you can see that blackened eye, and there's a stark comparison as it begins to edge over the other eye. The left side of Nyoka's face is in a grimace. The right side is in a sick grin, and it tears up the flesh. And Nyoka, your left arm moves of its own volition, in contrast to the right. On instinct, you hear the words, "You have poison in your veins." You move down to your left side of your waist. You pull one of the viper's fangs, and you stab into your own shoulder. And you cut deep. And you feel the virus, this foreign object, retreat. The talons stay, and it grasps and clicks, flexing. You have control now. You've ripped up your left arm away from the strap. What would you like to do? We'll get back to you. Kura, what's your up?
I'm gonna hope to God that Dimeridium doesn't burn, and I'm gonna just fucking shoot fire stream at him. And that's the crazy part, because we're in a lab, and I don't know what substances are in here, but I might be making another bomb.
He's gonna roll a dodge. Fire stream, I need you to roll me spellcasting, please.
I'm spending 6 more stamina. FYI.
There's formaldehyde in here. This is
I know!
so... Help.
16.
19. He ducks below your fire stream. Nyoka, just above you is a stream of flame that shoots from Kura's hand. You can reposition this on your next turn, Kura. Visha, you're up. You see that Nyoka is of his own volition as he coats or stabs himself with his own talon. That poison enters your veins, Nyoka. We'll get to what that means for you very shortly. But Visha, you're up.
Jesus. Are there any more straps on him, or are they all removed? Are they all gone
legs,
from his?
his legs, his torso is now torn. The strap over his torso is torn over. His legs are bound still.
Okay, she immediately just gets to work untying those so he can fucking get up from the table.
No roll required. You may simply do this.
Okay.
Understood. That is your
Yeah.
action. Nyoka, you're up. What would you like to do? Cadfan is ducked low and is moving to the left side, going toward Visha. He's produced a scalpel.
Can I attack or intercept Cadfan? Can I if I don't know, can I like remove the blade and spring action my vampire arm into Cadfan?
Would you like to attack with your arm?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, Visha has undone your straps.
Then
So-
yeah, I don't want to do that.
This is going to be brawl, if I'm not mistaken, or a this is gonna be brawling, reflex brawling.
Reflex brawling. Yeah, for decent brawling. Are there any modifiers on it?
Not that you would know of yet.
Oh, okay.
You're testing it out for the first time now.
He said brawling 6 + 6 12 plus reflexes 24.
That is going to be a complex critical. First of all, let's deal with the fact that you weren't aiming for a part. So let's go through this. I need you to roll me 2d6.
6 total, 4 and 2.
So born through. You instinctually, the talons are new. You wouldn't know to stab forward or slash forward. You clench back, and it's a difficult thing to do. You force the talons inward, and you move forward. These elongated fingers curling at multiple joints, and you punch into the rib cage, breaking all of his ribs. Takes a -2 to body, a -1 to reflex and dex. He's going to immediately take 5 damage. I need you to roll me the weapon damage we have for your arm. Oh, he needs to make a stun save.
He needs to make a what save?
A stun save.
Dodge me now,
oh.
motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you said sun save, and I was like, who brought the sun into this business? Like, I was like, what's happening?
Total of 26.
26 damage?
Yeah.
Cool. 26 minus his...
And it has a bleed 75 effect on it. 75.
Roll me a percentile, please. While I get 26... Cool. 6, and this is torso.
How do you do
Solid
percent?
hit. A 2d10s, or if you have a percentile die, so allocate 1 to the tens place and 1 to the ones place.
Oh, okay.
You're open for 75 and below.
49.
He's going to bleed. He's going to be under the bleeding effect, which means, in addition to this, one of the ribs has pierced some of the veins internally. He's going to take 2 points of damage each turn until the bleeding is stopped.
Damn.
Kura, what do you got for me?
I'm using 3 points to keep Fire Stream going, and I'm just gonna whoop.
Spellcasting again, please.
Do I need to roll damage and everything again?
Yes, please.
Okay, then I'm just gonna press the spell again. Oh, I hope
Dad,
this
can I get my
hits.
magic back? Can I get my magic back real quick? It's that cool.
17.
He hasn't drawn concentration yet.
4. Roll me some damage.
27 damage. and he has a 75% chance of being lit on fire. And I got a 59 for the percentile.
I would like to scream, but I have neighbors, and it is late.
Hey, 59 percentile?
Yeah.
You cover him in flame. They break from the ribs. He breathes back, and he tries to breathe. He's... And then that inhales now flame as he is engulfed in flame, and he screams out. Visha, what would you like to do?
Music to my motherfucking ears. Shit. Do I feel my magic at all, or is he still like holding on to it tight?
He's holding on to it tight, but not for long. What would you like to do, Visha? He's burning, bleeding, and is suffering from all of his ribs being broken.
Okay. I don't want to also get set on fire, but I want to stab him so bad.
I will allow...
I don't know how to do that.
I will allow the fire stream to... I mean, you can still stab him. If his face and upper torso are being encompassed in flame, you can dodge low and stab into the stomach.
Yes, I would love to do that very much so. Thank you, Mr. Storyteller. Okay. Yes, with the dagger that I have, I would like to stab him in the lower parts of his body. Not picking a particular spot, but just, anywhere below the belt.
Go ahead and roll me the attack, please.
Okay. And then I think I will make this fast strike. Do I get 2 actions? It's asking for an extra action. I would say no,
this
right?
This wouldn't be an extra action, correct?
Okay, got you. Perfect. Let me just switch this to dagger. Ooh, it's not great. 6 and a 4. But I figure he's on fire, so.
Roll me some damage.
3.
He had 2 hit points left, Visha. Take some narrative control.
Okay. Okay. Her sister is pouring fire onto him, and Yoga has taken these strikes, shattered Adfin's ribs, and he is swallowing down fire and suffering. And I think there's this brief moment where she remembers who she is and realizes just how small Cadfan is. And if that telekinesis between them is still up, she says to him, "You're so small, and you always have been. You have no idea what I was afraid of. You are nothing." And she will stab him.
And it plunges upwards. You reach up, not knowing your own strength, Visha. Past the broken ribs, perhaps even moving some of them out of the way. You think you might touch the place where Cadfan's heart should reside. And in the room, Kura, as you let the flames drop, fear of your sister's safety becomes quiet, except for a click as his staff drops, it clatters to the ground. And Yoka, as you flex your fingers, as your talons retreat and the arm becomes normal sized once more, we, dear viewers, fade to black. See several weeks later, Visha, Kura, and Yoka have cleaned this area. They've tested the arm, examined the limitations, double-checked any sort of difficulties this might bring. Several weeks later, Yoka, Kura, and Visha. Still one problem to be addressed. And with all of the tomes and papers, all of Cadfan's research at your disposal, Visha, you might be able to fix the issue for your sister.
Yes, she will come probably holding one of the tomes in her hand and say, I think I found the answer. Get rid of your dragon. And she'll kind of present that tome and start, like, just almost in the nerdiest way possible, talking about what they can possibly do to get rid of this dragon.
Yoka, you enter the room and there they are again talking about the solution. And it's a fight that would be an even grander test of your new abilities.
I still say we use the Nymph Guardians and their war machines. And, yeah. I don't know, maybe my arm can pierce a dragon.
Be a great time to test it, don't you think?
I mean, we did just take out one of the greatest mages, right? And a higher vampire.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoka, outfitted in her new armor, Kura looks like a sight to behold. Kura looks like she might have a chance against this dragon. Visha with her new staff and the new robes and a plethora of new spells. You look at this duo and think they might have a chance. You might have a chance.
You know, and then I think that if we kill the dragon, we can harness things from it, possibly to aid us in Trial of Grass's business. And she starts pulling out the things she stole from Bernard and putting it on the table and being like, because I found this, and starts like describing what she's reading on this stuff.
This is amazing for Nyoka. And this is probably in a good minute, the first time he probably cracked a smile at all the tombs and books and things that he's seen. And he's on it.
Yeah.
You are interrupted,
You
the
see
three
that?
of you.
Oh.
As you point out the smile, Kura. Buzzworld comes in and says, hello, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt this one of many planning phases that has been occurring, but he looks very gravely at you, Nyoka. It's happening. He's attacking Sintra. Your friends are there, and I think they need you.
What?
Would you be able to take me?
Yes. Yes, I think I would. Renwick is attacking Sintra. Yoka's old allies are rushing to meet him.
Yes.
Prepare. I guess it's time to see if all this work was for some good.
Have faith it was. And this time, come back a little sooner.
I'll emotionlessly give each of them a Viper fang. And I'll say it. I'll be back for those.
Are you better? And she'll like very quick, maybe a little too quickly, will give him a kiss on the cheek and then turn around so she doesn't watch him leave and go back to her books.
Burr would hold out her hand for a handshake.
I'll shake and pull you in for a hug.
There we go. She's gonna squeeze.
Ezreal casts the portal. Nyoka, a burning city, lies before you. He looks to you and says, "Can only hold it for so long."
Yeah. You'll hold it for long enough.
Let's go.
Through.
Kura, Visha, you see Nyoka and Wesrold step through the portal. And once again, Kura, Visha, it's just you two. When you're ready, will you face the dragon now?
Preparations
Visha.
must be made.
She smiles, tosses the viper dagger in her hand, and sheathes it. She has a little garter sheath, puts it on, and says, let's go kill a dragon.
And you move, and using your new staff, you open your own portal, Visha. It glows, and it's just outside of town, so you can gather what other supplies you need. You take a few steps, and another portal opens behind you. That same orangish flame as Wesrold steps back. Oh, were you leaving? This portal closes behind him.
You want to
What are
kill a
you doing
dragon?
back?
Well, I've told you, if not once, then 1,000 times. I'm not brave enough to face Renwick. A dragon, however. I think I could stand a chance against that.
I think she throws an
Let's
arm
do it.
around him, and they go off to get their supplies to go kill a dragon.
And the two of you lead the way, an arm around Wesrold. You step through the portal, and it closes behind you. Dear viewers, we are left alone. We are left in an empty room, filled with papers and tomes, ancient texts, far across the continent. And somewhere in this room, somewhere in this tower, holds the secret to making a Witcher. And that is where we'll end Ways of Old, Lost Days. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's go ahead and grab our Viper back once more. Thank you for being here. Let's go around the table, let everyone know who you are, who you've been, and God, maybe where we go from here. Let's start with our Viper, Nyoka.
Yeah, you know me as Edge Survival, or EdgetheNomad. You can catch me here on the Rolling Nomads. But yeah, I played Nyoka. Loved it. Yeah, it gave me very mixed, enjoyable feelings there. So thank you for that.
Happy to have you back, Nyoka. And where your story goes from here, we'll see in the finale. I mean, we saw in the finale. And we'll see what goes on next. And of course, we move over to you, Kura.
Yeah, I'm still a little jaw-dropped myself. I'm Warren, found everywhere at the Demons Within, but mostly found here. Tonight I've played Kura, but definitely not for the last time, and I can't wait to see you all again.
Most certainly. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of this. Ryssa, or Visha, you would kindly close us out.
Wow, you guys, we might be able to bring the Witchers back. We'll see, we'll see. You can find me all over the internet as the RyssaRave. You can find me here playing Visha. It's most certainly not for the last time, but maybe on some other things as well. And I think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance that Visha might be a hero.
Interesting turn of events. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a part of this. Truly, all of you have been a blessing, and all of you watching have, of course, been a blessing as well. Thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure to storytell, to game master for, to do whatever you want to call it, to navigate. I have been your game master for this mini-series, leading into more ways of old, and leading into what possibly could be something very new and very beautiful. I've been Gilbert Ramos, aka EdgetheNomad, and we will catch you guys next time. Same place, same heroes. We'll see you then.